students, let's go through the identities relating to square roots. So basically we have to know about square roots. So here, let a greater than 0 be a real number and n be a positive integer. Then nth root of a is equal to b if b raised to n is equal to a and b greater than 0. That is, if you take any positive number, that is b greater than 0, suppose I take b as 5, then 5 raised to n. N is a positive integer. So let's take n as 2. So here 5 square is 25. That is a. So you get 5 square is equal to 25. Now it's given if b raised to n is equal to a, then you can write b as the nth root of a. That is, here you can write 5 as the nth root of a. So here we have taken for n 2. That means square root of 25. 5 can be written as square root of 25. Basically, if it is square root, we won't give the number 2 here. We'll just write it as root 25. That is, if b is a positive number, then you can write b raised to n as nth root of a. Here it is b square, that is 5 square. So you can write it as square root of 25. Now let's take another example. Let's take the positive number as 2. That is, I'm taking here b as 2. 2 cube. 2 cube is 2 into 2 into 2. That is 8. We learned b raised to n is equal to a. Then b is the nth root of a. So here you can write b is 2. So b is the, here it is 3. So cube root of 8. You can write 2 is equal to cube root of 8. If it is a number 3, 4 like that, you have to give the number here. You cannot write it like this. But when it is square root, mostly you won't write the 2 here. You can write it simply like this. So here 2 is cube root of 8. Note that the symbol used in square root of 2, cube root of 8, nth root of a, etc. is called the radical sign. This is called the radical sign. Now you have understood what square root means. Now let's see the identities relating to square roots. Let a and b be positive real numbers, then root ab is equal to root a into root b. That is, if you have a number like root 4 into 3, you can write it as root 4 into root 3. That is, if this is root 12, then you can write it as root 4 into root 3. That is, if you have a number like root 12, then you can write it as root 4 into 3. And root 4 into 3 can be written as root 4 into root 3. Now the second identity is root a by b. That is, here it is multiplication. Now here it is division, a by b. Then you can write it as root a by root b. The third identity is root a plus root b into root a minus root b is equal to a minus b. You have learned the algebraic identity a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Now let's give instead of a root a and instead of b root b. Then it will be root a square minus root b square. So you know root a square is root a into root a, that is a, and root b square is root b into root b, that is b. So the answer is a minus b. That is, this expression is equivalent to this whole expression. That is, if you see anywhere written root a plus root b into root a minus root b, you can write a minus b there. Next identity is a plus root b into a minus root b is equal to a square minus b. Here also it's the same, a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. So you will get a square minus root b into root b is b. So you will get it as a square minus b. Next is the distributive identity, that is root a plus root b into root c plus root d, that is a plus b into c plus d in case of algebraic identity. So here when it is dealing with the square roots, root a into root c plus root a into root d plus root b into root c plus root b into root d. So you will get it as root a into root c is, you know, root a into root c is root ac. So root ac, and root a into root d is root ad, root b into root c is root bc, and root b into root d is root bd. Now the last one is similar to a plus b whole square. So you know a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So when you look at this, in place of a you have root a and in place of b you have root b. So a square, that is root a into root a, that is a, plus 2ab. So 2 into root a into root b, that is 2 root ab plus b square, that is root b square. So b. So these are the identities relating to square roots. Now let's see some examples using these identities. So I have taken the example 16 from the NCERT textbook. Simplify the following expressions. So we learned identities are equivalent expressions. That is, you can use identities and write an equivalent expression for these examples. So here it is given in the first question, 5 plus root 7 into 2 plus root 5. So here we use the distributive property. So you can write 5 into 2 plus 5 into root 5 plus root 7 into 2 plus root 7 into root 5. So 10 plus 5 root 5 plus 2 root 7 plus root a into root b is root ab, that is root 35. So the answer is this. You can directly write this answer from this identity, that is root a plus root b into root c plus root d is root ac plus root ad plus root bc plus root bd. Now the second question is 5 plus root 5 into 5 minus root 5. So it is a square minus b square. So you will get 5 square is 25 minus b square, that is root 5 into root 5. Root 5 into root 5 is 5. So the answer is 20. We have learned the identity a plus root b into a minus root b is a square minus b. So you write it as 5 square, that is 25 minus b. Here b is 5. So 5 square minus b, that is 20. The third question is root 3 plus root 7 the whole square. So you know the identity root a plus root b the whole square, that is root a square plus 2 root ab plus root b square, that is a plus 2 root ab plus b. So you can write here as 3 plus 2 root 21 plus 7, that is 10 plus 2 root 21. The fourth question is root 11 minus root 7 into root 11 plus root 7. So this is of the form root a minus root b into root a plus root b, that is a minus b. Root a minus root b into root a plus root b, that is a minus b, equivalent to a minus b. So you can write it as 11 minus 7, that is 11 minus 7 is 4. The next topic is we have to rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator means make the denominator as a rational number. Here the denominator is irrational number. Now we have to rationalize the denominator, that is make the denominator as the rational number. So basically what you do is you can use any identity and make this as the rational number. So here it is root 2. So if you multiply by root 2, this denominator can be made as a rational number. Now when you multiply some value to the denominator, you have to multiply the same value with the numerator so that you get the same expression. That is, if you multiply this root 2 into root 2 in the denominator to make this denominator a rational number, you have to multiply the same value with the numerator so that this root 2 and root 2 gets cancelled and it will be 1. So it is equivalent expression. Now you can rationalize this number by multiplying the denominator by root 2 and the numerator by root 2. That is, we are trying to make the denominator as a rational number. That is root 2 into root 2 is 2, and in the numerator it will be root 2. So this is the expression after rationalizing the denominator. Now let's take another example. That is rationalize the denominator of 1 by 2 plus root 3. So if you want to rationalize the denominator here, you know the identity, that is a plus root b into a minus root b. That is a plus root b into a minus root b is a square minus b. So if you want to rationalize this denominator, you have to multiply the denominator and numerator by 2 minus root 3. 1 by 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3, and in the numerator also you do the same way. That is, you have to multiply both numerator and denominator so that this gets cancelled and it is the same expression. So in order to make the denominator a rational number, we use the identity a plus root b into a minus root b. That is, the expression will be 2 minus root 3 by a plus root b into a minus root b is a square minus b. So the answer will be 2 minus root 3 by 1. That is 2 minus root 3. So here you can see we have rationalized the denominator. That is, we have made the denominator as a rational number. So rationalize the denominator of 5 by root 3 minus root 5. So in order to rationalize, we have to multiply by root 3 plus root 5. That is, you know the identity, root a minus root b into root a plus root b is equal to a minus b. That is 5 by root 3 minus root 5. So you multiply by root 3 plus root 5 in the denominator, and you multiply by root 3 plus root 5 in the numerator as well. So you will get 5 into root 3 is 5 root 3 plus 5 into root 5 is 5 root 5 by root a minus root b into root a plus root b. That is a minus b. So here a is 3 and b is 5. So you will get the answer as 5 into root 3 plus root 5 by 3 minus 5. That is minus 2. So when the denominator of an expression contains a term with a square root or a number under a radical sign, that is an irrational number, the process of converting it to an equivalent expression whose denominator is a rational number is called rationalizing a denominator. That is, we have to make the denominator a rational number, that is without a radical sign. Thanks for watching.